Hi there, my name is Riley Tatum, and my teammates are Sahara, Rachel, and Brian, and this is VSTS Cycle's Business Performance Review. So, to start with strategy, we decided on a 3-bike variation approach, which included a mountain bike, speed bike, and recreational bike. This allowed us to target different customer groups while still keeping our product lineup manageable. We also focused on one market at a time to reduce risk and avoid losing too much revenue early in the simulation. So at the beginning, we made larger investments to help position our company for stronger growth in later quarters. We also kept our pricing competitive with the market and used rebates to help increase demand and boost sales. So as we look at our financial performance, in quarter two, we started with about $580,000 in cash and generated $456,250 in revenue, but ended with a net loss due to our early investments. By quarter three, those investments started paying off as revenue increased to over $1 million, and we saw our first positive operating cash flow. Our speed bike became our top seller during this time. From quarter 4 to 6, revenue and profits continued to grow significantly, and by the end of the simulation, we reached over $3.6 million in cash, net income about $1.1 million, and finished around 4th place overall. Overall, our growth came from consistent investment, competitive pricing, and strong teamwork across all departments throughout the simulation.
Thanks, Riley. Hi, my name is Brian, and I'm going to start off with our marketing performance. Within all 6 quarters, we were top 3 in total market share and ultimately finished third with 14%. This was due to our ability to change ads to make them more effective while also adapting our products to meet market standards. Going into our marketing effectiveness, we had to modify ads based on the ad judgment for each quarter. On top of that, we also inserted ads into regional media channels every quarter, used search engine marketing, and maximized social media usage to ensure our product was in the public eye. And lastly, for the investment in future, we invested money into opening and maintaining stores each quarter, with also hiring new employees when the demand was high enough to do so. Using marketing research investments in all quarters but the last allowed us to monitor market trends to ensure our products were the best they could be. In total, based on our quarter figures, we would determine how much we would invest. If we needed higher supply capabilities, we would invest in new 3D printers, new employees, and overtime for those employees. And if our demand and supply were on par, we would invest money in satisfying our employees with more pay and better benefits. Now on to Rachel.
Thanks, Brian. My name is Rachel Sweat, and we started in quarter 1 with 1.5 million and focused on building the business, which reduced our cash to 580 at the end. In quarter 2 or 3, we started to navigate the cash flow and rely on equity funding. And then by quarter 3, we ended up with a revenue of over $1 million. In quarter 4, we made a large R&D investment that helped a lot, but also caused a temporary drop in the cash, but supporting the long-term goals. By quarter 5 and 6, we were strong. We had good results with increasing revenue, improving efficiency, and overall 1.2 million operating cash flow without needing additional financing. Overall, our early investments in operation improvements led to a profitable and financial stability. With human resource, we started out making a mistake by not paying our employees enough or hiring enough employees, which negatively impacted our production. At first quarter, we recognized this and increased both staffing and compensation, which led to some improvements. We still experienced some overtime and struggled to meet product demand, but by the end, we had hired enough employees and improved overall performance. Asset management. From quarter 1 to quarter 6, our company showed strong growth in finances, HR, and asset management. In the beginning, we focused on building the business and improving product quality, which lowered our cash and our asset use. We also realized we weren't paying enough, which hurt employees' performance. As revenue grew, we improved pay, training, staffing, which helped productivity and led to a positive cash flow. We did have some issues with capacity, growing faster than demand, but we also fixed this by better matching products, with demand and working with our partners. We also reduced overtime by hiring more employees. By the last 2 quarters, everything improved with strong revenue. Overall, our success came learning early, supporting our employees, and improving how we manage our operations. Now to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Rachel. So hi, my name is Sahara, and I will continue with our manufacturing productivity. So we began the simulation at a 100% productivity level, but we quickly dropped to a 0.8 in Q3 due to overscheduling and a major decline in our worker productivity, which was due to, like Rachel said, our HR management failures. So we saw a dip in 70% in Q2 to 52% in Q3 because of that. So we were able to recover to a 0.875 score by Q6 by adding additional 3D printers to expand our fixed capacity, shifting production towards speed bikes in Q5 to match the rising demand and speed over mountain bikes, improving working conditions, and overall reducing our overtime hours. Moving on to financial risk, we maintained a perfect score of 1 throughout the entire simulation because we never took on debt and we were able to completely fund all of our ventures through investments in sales and common stock. So this allowed us to keep our company a very low risk company throughout the entire simulation. And finally, moving on to our balanced scorecard. So our final Q6 balanced scorecard score was a 4.34, which placed us in 3rd out of 7 teams. Going into Q7, we have 4 key areas that we would improve on. First, we would invest in at least 2 additional 3D printers to prevent stockouts for our increasing demand. We would also hire additional salespeople to balance the workload and help to improve employee morale. We would also shift our production back to prioritizing mountain bikes over speed bikes because mountain bikes saw a great jump in market share up to 18% over speed bikes. And finally, we would continue to increase our marketing and customer support to help stay competitive in the market. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you so much.